yes, Roman and Punk was genuinely probably the only good thing from this show. I mean, there's some other bright spots, but we'll get to them later in the video. And Punk and Roman would be the last segment of this episode. So if you want to skip through and watch it in, I have timestamps. But anywho, Monday Night Raw was overall a pretty dreadful middle ground show for me. I mean, since we started the new year, every episode has been kind of underwhelming to me. We start off with a Bron coming out, kind of destroying the arena, threatening Adam Pearce, threatening Raw on Netflix. The Division comes out, and they're like, hey, calm down, Adam Pearce, get out here, do your job, bum. He comes out, he's like, well, you're grateful I haven't fired you yet. And I don't know who the masked man is, but last time I checked, it was Austin Theory, right, guys? And Bron kind of eyes Austin, and they kind of go, hey, Bron, calm down. And LA Knight pops out, and he takes out Logan and Austin with a chair, and he runs off, and they try to chase after him, and Bron's pissed, Paul's pissed, Ab's pissed, whatever. Then, that's kind of it. That's kind of the whole segment. I mean, honest to God, Bron is like the only good thing about this group. Paul's washed. Logan Paul can't cut a promo. Bronson never talks. Austin Theory doesn't really talk, but I don't really trust Austin Theory to do anything. I mean, he's not really credible in my opinion, but that's just, I don't know. I've never been big on Austin Theory, so this could just be biased or whatever, but anywho, let's go on to our first match of the night, shall we? So our first match tonight was Jevon Evans versus El Grande Americano. And if you've watched my Raw reviews before, you already know I'm not huge on El Grande Americano, Chad or Kaiser. Like I don't really care for the gimmick. I mean, Kaiser does a better job than Chad Gable, but anyway, I just don't care. Like, it doesn't move me. But him and Jevon had a solid match. I thought it was a pretty solid match. Good match. Get the night started. Jevon is amazing in the ring. This guy is only 21 years old. He's a year younger than me, folks. A year younger than me. So, Jevon is just a phenomenal generational talent. He will be on the main roster. And he will be here for a good 2 decades if they play their cards right. Because he is just that great. Chad Gable returns. Kind of distracts them. Jevon gets the win. Solid opening match. Nothing more I could say. No complaints here. Let's go to our next segment. Alright, Gunther comes out with AJ Styles' theme, trolls the whole crowd, which was hilarious. And he got a pretty solid promo, your typical Gunther talking shit promo. I mean, nothing fancy or schmancy. Dragon Lee comes out, and it was pretty cool, actually. I mean, he had a great brawl. Dragon Lee was showing his stuff, doing his best. Unfortunately, Gunther would kill him with the bell and choke him out all over the arena afterwards. Honestly, people are saying Dragon Lee Gunther feud. I think it's going to be a mini feud. I think we're going to get Rey Mysterio and Gunther at Mania. I mean, they're teased Oba and Brock. So, Oba is to be facing Brock at Mania most likely. So, what that leaves for Gunther to do? And then also, if Gunther retires Rey Mysterio, what's they going to do about Dom? Isn't Dom's whole thing that, well, I'm going to retire my deadbeat dad one day and take his mask? So, I'm confused. I don't know what they're going to do with that. That has been scratching my brain just a tad bit. But outside of that, solid promo. Solid segment once again, but I don't know. Could be better, could be worse, I guess. Next segment, shall we go? Alright, so Oba squashed the War Raiders, and honestly, good shit. Like, I know I'm a very big Oba fan, so I don't want to be too biased, but Oba is like a threat, and he should be built like a threat like this. And no offense, who takes the War Raiders serious in the Grand All 2026? Who takes them? I haven't took them guys serious in probably like 5 years, to be honest. So, hell yeah. Beat up a big tag team or a semi-established tag team and have them come out and just beat superstars. Have them come out and beat Rusev. Have them come out and beat Rey Fenix. Have them come out and just beat big-name guys that people kind of know or kind of been established, and just have them just beat them in less than 5 minutes every damn time. I understand squashing and burying people is not ideal, but Oba should be your next big guy on your posters for the next 15 years. Him and Bron should be every other year. Oh, Bron's world champion. Oba's world champion. Bron's WWE champion. Oba's WWE champion. Like, it should be them two. These two guys should be some of your main. These guys should both be your mega stars. And that's literally it. And now let's go to our Bella Twin segment. Oh, brother. Now, this segment, I kind of want to tie in when I thought this Raw was mid. Overall, I've kind of been not too harsh on anything, but I've been calling everything kind of alright. And I say it because the crowd's been genuinely awful this show. They've reacted to almost nothing. The biggest reaction tonight was during AJ Styles' fake out thing from Gunther and Oba chants. That's been it. Bron got no reaction. Jevon and El Grande got no reaction. I mean, darn, like we even got a backstage segment about Finn Balor, and the crowd made no noise by what I heard through the TV at least. So, yeah, then the Bella Twins come out, and the crowd was just kind of booing them, and they wasn't even barely, but they was giving them like no reaction. Like they was giving her Cooper chance, which is the guy off the play from the Eagles, if you don't know. And she kind of like, oh, who can blame a girl from Taze? And the crowd made no reaction, no boos, no yays, just okay. Like this Philly crowd, like did we force 13,000 people from Philadelphia to come out tonight? This is not the same crowd from like 2 years ago. I don't know. Like it just felt so bland and awkward, and like no one wanted to be there. Like majority of the show, no one really got reactions. Oh, LA Knight got a good reaction too, but like, what's a 5-second cheer pop compared to like an entire match or promo segment, you know? And honestly, the Bella Twins, can we stop out? These guys are Hall of Famers. These guys can't cut promos. These guys can't wrestle. They don't bring nothing to the table. Well, they're nostalgia pop. Yeah, people liked them because they were pretty during the Diva era when everyone was pretty and girly and no one could wrestle or do anything good in wrestling. We're beyond them days. We're way beyond them days. We do not care about nostalgia slop. Stop with nostalgia slop, WWE. For the love of God, please stop. Anywho, let's go on to our next match of the night. Bron and Penta, and honestly, no one got reactions here either. Bron and Penta's crowd was mainly quiet. Like they got popped when the music hit, but once the match started, no one cared. Like I'm being for real. Like no one gave a crap. The most reaction they got is when Bronson had a tsunami and the crowd counted for him, and LA Knight came out and beat up Bronson for a few seconds. That was literally it. This crowd did not care. And the Bronson Penta match wasn't no cinematic 5-star classic on Raw. Like it was a solid brawl match as it should be, but like no one really cared. But also, my thing is this: who's LA Knight gonna face at WrestleMania? Since they're obviously going in the direction of him taking out the Vision. I mean, he's already beat Logan Paul at SummerSlam. I mean, Awesome Derry doesn't move, and him and Bronson also doesn't move. So, who is he facing? Braun Breaker? But they're gonna have Braun Breaker lose at WrestleMania to LA Knight. So what's the point, you know? Just be real for a second. Let's be honest for a second, you know? Anywho. But yeah, and also WWE does not like pinfall finishes at all. Like, for every match with an actual clean finish, you get 40 disqualification, interference, countouts, and not so clean wins. Like, LA Knight hit the BFT, BTF, BTR. I can't remember his finisher's name. My brain went blank. Whatever. And they're not Bronson out for like 30 seconds. Well, technically 30 seconds, but he was getting up at the last 2 seconds of the count. But still, Bronson gets counted out, and that's the match. Penta wins by count out, and that's it. So yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. The crowd sucked, and Penta wins by count out. I don't really care for the Vision. The Vision is but the only good thing about the Vision is literally Braun Breaker, like I've said before. Get Braun out that goddamn group. Logan sucks, Austin Theory's lame, and Bronson Reed has no aura, and Paul cannot cut a promo to save his grandmama's life. Like, please cut it out respectfully. Anyway, let's go to our next segment and our last match of the night. Alright, so first we have the Liv and Dom segment. And Liv comes out, she's all, tee-hee-hee, look what I did, you know, Dom's here, nice to see Dom, he's been gone forever. And I understand they don't want to, like, take the top off of Dom because he's a young star, but, like, you guys couldn't give it to, like, a Jevon or something for, like, a few months or something and have Dom win it back. I mean, nothing, really. Whatever, anywho, Liv and Dom's here, Raquel comes out, she's like, hey, why'd you eliminate the gang? And Liv's like, oh, it wasn't personal, man, you done the same, right? And Raquel's like, yeah, you're right. Ha ha ha, you know me so well. LOL. Can you guys please go in the back so I can do this myself? Tee hee hee. Then Stephanie comes out and they change Stephanie's song. The Death Rebel, one of the few good themes on Raw. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, huh? Like, I thought I was, like, tripping out. Like, oh, I'm tired. I'm probably listening to music. No, I wasn't tripping out. I wasn't going crazy. They just straight changed their music. Like, the only time she really gets a pop is when her song hits or when she does the Devil Kiss. And it took the only other thing to get her pop besides the Devil Kiss. Way to go, WWE. You guys do not make no sense at all. Anywho, the match was really lackluster. There was a lot of, like, botches, a lot of, like, weird stiff segments. The table botch in the end wasn't great. Liv kind of cost Raquel the belt. Kind of, sort of, whatever. I don't know how you can word it. That was a really weird spot, too. Another story they're trying to tell is, like, Liv is sabotaging Raquel's chance, and we're gonna get Liv, Stephanie, Raquel. I mean, people have been calling that since like last year, since the Raquel and Stephanie feud's begun. So, and I was one of them as well. So, not surprised, but also both Royal Rumble winners has picked the Raw titles. Do you not see the problem here with Raw being the only show on Netflix? I mean, it's very obvious that Raw is going to get all the love and SmackDown is going to get nothing but the crumbs. But overall, weird match. The crowd sucked. I mean, unless my TV is crappy, which it's not. It's a great quality TV. They didn't really pop during the Devil's Kiss either. Like, this crowd did not care. And they kept making a bunch of mistakes. It just felt sluggish and longer than it needed to be. And I kind of feel bad because you expect so many matches where Raquel and Stephanie have the better chemistry, but they don't. They have, like, no chemistry at all in the ring. And I could give a crap less about the match. But Stephanie retains. Liv stands tall with the belt at the end. So, obviously, Liv picks Stephanie, like I said previously. And that's really just about it. That's all I can really say. And now we go to the probably actually only great segment, a great thing that happened tonight with Roman and Punk. We now shall begin now. LOL. Now let's state one thing. Let's state the elephant in the room. Why the hell did they bury the shit out of Drew McIntyre and the WWE Championship? Drew, if you don't go on SmackDown and cook these guys back, you're a fraud. We gotta snatch your chain. Because what was that? They literally like, oh, you want to face Drew McIntyre? Who the hell was to face Drew McIntyre? Like, Jesus Christ, what did he do? Like, Roman, that's the belt you build. And you're like, nah, I'm good on that, gang. I've beat him like 40 times. I'm good. Punk, like, me too. Like, Jesus Christ, this is the roast of Drew McIntyre. And also, they took a darn cheap shot at Finn Balor too. Like, he came out like, well, I'm looking at you, Finn, and I'm gonna take you out. And it's like, dang, so we know Finn ain't winning the world title anytime soon. Sorry, Finn. I believe in you, dog, but nah, not gonna happen apparently. But no, Punk and Roman segment was, honest to God, this is not me trying to like laze Punk or even Roman, because you guys know I've been on a kind of Roman hate train recently. I wish I haven't been, but Roman fans have been going after me, so I'm standing my ground. But Roman and Punk gave us the best segment in like over a year on Raw product. This is the first time I've had a promo on WWE television make me go, whoa, I'm locked in already for this match. Like, this is our first segment between the two, and I'm already ready for WrestleMania for these two. Like, if I watched WrestleMania for only these guys, I wouldn't be upset because, like, they've already sold me. They mentioned that they're what the Colt Cobain podcast, the Shield lore, the CM Punk's title reign, Roman's title reign, how they both kind of mimic each other to their own degree. How Punk is basically has feud with every member of the Shield. I mean, John Moxley in AEW, Seth after returning because their previous history is being close friends, training. Punk not winning Roman in the Shield to begin with, for Christ's sakes. I mean, there's so much in depth here. And honestly, they barely scratched it. They could go so much more with like history with Paul and more stuff for leaving the company and Cody and Seth and even John if they wanted to. I mean, there's a lot of topics they could touch here and make this the best story of the year. And my only thing is this: keep anyone out of this. I just want Punk and Roman. Because if they can do this every other week with each other, this will be must-watch TV every other week when they come on against each other. And look, man, you have two of the biggest names. No, you have the two biggest names coming going at it. You got Roman and Punk. Either way, you could debate Punk's won or Roman's won. because they have two of the biggest fan bases in wrestling, especially for WWE, for Christ's sakes. Like this stuff, like this is what I'm talking about with WWE. You need promos to sell the match. Yes, you can have brawls, but when you're having two of the best people in the mic go back and forth, insulting each other, taking jabs at each other, that's what gets people. That's what made WWE the company it is. You can watch WWE for a lot of things, but when it comes to story and stuff, that's supposed to be the number one thing. And this is what I want. A good story that's going to keep me want to watch every week. And honestly, God, my girlfriend, love her to death, but she has tuned out wrestling for the last 3-4 months. She's burnt out. She does not care. When I watch it, she does her own thing. She may watch a match or two, but overall, she doesn't really care. This is the first segment she's actually watched full and through with me in a minute. And she's like, wow, they're actually doing really good with this so far. And I'm like, yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, I'm hooked from the first segment. Like, this is cinema, as the people call it on Twitter and TikTok. This is what we need. This is exactly what we need to build this to be the night 2 event for WrestleMania. So I'm hooked. And I hope they keep cooking this. You make Roman show up every other week. Have Punk call him out when he's not here. Keep them at each other's throat. Make this the feud of the year, especially for WWE. Because they could easily be feud of the year. No ifs, no buts, no coconuts. We need it. Thank you guys for listening to today's video. If you're new around here, have a like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. Help a brother out. I appreciate it. What was your favorite part of tonight's Raw? What was your least favorite part of tonight's Raw? Let me know down in the comments below. And once again, like always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Take care. Take it easy. And have a good day. Or don't. I can't control you. You're grown adults.